this isn't school, but I do want to get a little story of what happened today. So, actually, this is school. On Thursday, the 23rd of June, 2022, we watched Humans today in class, and at this point, I've realised that when it comes to media studies, I'm in kind of a, called a domestic, abusive relationship. Like, I feel like I'm one of those people to be like, he's a little abusive, but I know he loves me. Because, like, I was really looking forward to doing Humans because I love that show, but then they obviously had to go ahead and ruin Humans for me. Because, one, he called the show a soap opera, and I get why he said that, but Humans is nothing like Emmerdale, EastEnders, Coronation Street, or any other soap opera. And also, what was the second thing? The second thing was that he sort of hinted that the robots, or the simps as the show calls them, that they are people. They're not. They're pieces of plastic that has had very particular circuitry inside them. They are not people, and they should all be exterminated. I mean, if I get this video taken down for incitement to violence, that's terrible. Because people use justifications like, oh, that's what people said about black people in the 50s. And while, yes, that is what people said about black people in the 50s, black people are human. Robots are not. But then, he was also talking about the fact that Catherine Parkinson stars in the show, and she was also on the IT Crowd. And then once the last time I was talking to my friend about the IT Crowd, because he had never seen it before. And the English teacher overheard me talking about it. Ignore the PS5 turning on, because my brother has the volume at, it's only at 15. But thought it was higher at 30 yesterday. Anyway, she overheard us, and she said that she'd never seen it before. And after I said something to her about it, and she's like, okay, yeah, I gotta check it out. The English one or the American one? There's no American one? I thought there was an American one with Steve Carell. That's The Office. And I was just laughing about that. Anyway, it was Twitter as of 13 to 6 p.m. Ellen Page is proud and excited to debut a trans character on Umbrella Academy. You're saying that as if Fanya hasn't been in the show since the very start? Like, it's a brand new character because the actor is trans now. And despite the fact that she said when she initially came out that it wouldn't affect the character, she can't stand playing a woman because she is not a woman. She is a man. Like, I just have a feeling that Ellen gets pissed off at the fault of women in general, which is quite sexist. Ellen. Ellen is gay, right? She likes women. She was married to one for years and they only divorced right after she became trans. Like, at the same time. And I just have a feeling that because she now identifies as a man and she likes women, technically that would make her straight. And I just have a feeling that she finds the thought of being straight disgusting. And I just think of this video.
Well, guess what, bucko? Now that you're a woman, that makes you straight. What? Straight? Oh, I'm going to be sick!
It cracks me up every time. Okay, so I'm gonna say this in a very deep voice because, man, what I want to focus on right now, and has been so extraordinary, is the degree of joy that I feel, Paige said. I feel a way that I really never thought possible for a long, long time. But of course, moments can be overwhelming. The way that you said that makes it seem like either you became trans because you fancy women but you don't want to be gay, or vice versa. That you sorry, that you have always wanted to be a man and was wanting, trying to go out with women in order to be more like a man. I know I've worded that terribly, but if you just take my initial statement about wanting to be straight but liking women, take that and flip it around. That's what I mean. It pissed me off because, one, she said that it won't affect the character, and here we are, affecting the character. And two, Vanya was never trans in the comics. Oh, people believe Amber Heard. Oh, okay, good. Why is No Man's Sky trending? Will you look at another game going on the Switch? Ember Chamberlain is the first one back in YouTube. We don't care. I really want to hear this because my hearing isn't good. Please don't tell us. That can't be right. What you're saying is we need earwax, really? I'm sorry, I just can't believe that. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I suffer from wax infections, but I probably do have excess wax. Tommy Fury, we don't care. Mickey Mouse degrees that are the worst value for money. Media studies, English, and moving image arts. Very worthless subjects. You might as well graduate with a degree in McDonald's or Starbucks or anything like that. You know, it's either going to be McDonald's or a coffee shop. Most likely a coffee shop because that seems to be where all the hipster weirdos go. They make their organic coffee, but the beans is actually made out of their own crap. Anyway, so also fertility crisis out in rich countries. Well, it's just the media is pushing for women to pursue a job, but put a job before family first. The job comes first, then family, and a lot of them hit menopause before they even have children. Like, the creator of Sex and the City, or not the creator, one of the writers of Sex and the City, said that they're now 60, and at that age, no menopause, and she is, I forget the word that she used, but she regretted it. Should I try TikTok? No, the Chinese will spy on you. But while the Chinese spying on you is definitely worse than the FBI spying on you, the problem I have with TikTok is that it's full of pedophiles. Like, most people on TikTok are either pedophiles or underage women dancing sexually for the pedophile's pleasure. Wasn't Morbius only making like $10 per theater or something? Hey lad, you wanna see two billionaires fight about cancel culture? This video for you. I'm not gonna watch the full thing. I just want to see what this actually is.
It's the right thing. I have one more thing that I want to say. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm watching this. We the people demand the immediate and unedited release of the Palmer Lucky footage. A pound of grasshoppers is 3 times as nutritious as a pound of beef. Moral of the story is, do not under any circumstances let them take away your guns. Yeah, but Steve Keating, the thing is, bugs taste disgusting. If you don't know what's going on, because of like climate change and stuff, people are worried that we're going to run out of food, and they're saying that we should start eating bugs on a regular basis, like for every meal. And I think I've talked about this particular bit, but there's in Wales, a couple of schools are doing a science experiment where they serve only that to the like P1s to try, but that's just to try and get them used to it, to normalize eating bugs. But Steve, I don't care how nutritious bugs are, I'm not eating them. You want me to eat bugs? You first. It was the diva who almost broke up the All-In Pod. No question, David is who you want to bring up. It's the lucky video from the summit. Hold on, I'm going to be charitable here and confirm this before I move ahead. Did you really just ask why it should matter how much pay a worker makes during a discussion of strike? That is about pay. Just want to confirm. Did you really just say that? Can you answer my question? So you really were asking why pay is relevant to a strike that is about pay? Not gonna lie, man, that's a pretty stupid thing to say. But the answer to your question, yes, workers can go on strike if they want. Companies should also be free to fire and automate. Why is asking why pay is relevant to a strike that is about pay stupid? You being serious? If you walk into a car showroom and said you wanted to buy a car and the salesman started telling you about cars, would you be like, why are you talking about cars? How is this relevant? Why do discussions of pay have any bearing on the strike about pay? My guy, there's no way you're this stupid. Bro, I'm legit getting worried here. Do you really not comprehend how much workers get paid has any bearing on them going on a strike about pay? Like, my guy, my G, bro, do you honestly not understand that? Oh my god, I think I know what the problem is here. You're extremely stupid, and there isn't much I can do to help that, I'm afraid. Wait, actually, there's bands to be had here. Let's do a fun back and forth. You be the boss, and I'll be the worker. Hey, boss, I'd like a pay rise. If I don't get one, I'll go on strike. Nice, how much am I getting paid now? But that's less than I'm making. Did you just dock my wages? It clicked, didn't it? Huh. Nice, he's the truth. Who knew that when discussing your pay rise that how much you already earn would be a factor in it? Crazy, right? I mean, who knew? I was hoping he was going to ask, well, how much do you make? So I could say, what does this have to do with this? But I think he realised. Should I ask them what their current wage is? No, their wages don't relate to the strike at all. Go over to our fun back and forth. Maybe that will help you see it. This feels bad. It's like bullying the special kid, but let's try again. I asked you for pay rise. Either give me one or I will go on strike. I actually did a few dozen times. You were just too stupid to comprehend it. That's why I'm doing this little pantomime to help you, so just play along. So what will it be, boss? Am I getting my pay rise? I think Marcus should LARP as one of the strikers. Like, seemingly he's getting more hate for that than he ever did with Nicki Minaj, aka his balls, and the Taliban, and also the Russians. Speaking of I heard this morning about the Taliban. Like there is a earthquake yesterday, at least 1,000 dead. Rest in peace. And the Taliban's asking people for help. Like, so I know we always say death to the West, but can the West please help us out? Come on, man, play along. You want me to help you understand my point? That's what I'm doing, so let's try again. Boss, come on, TikTok. Those pals aren't going to move themselves when getting a pay rise or what? Okay, well, I'll try to explain my point, but you wouldn't let me. I led the horse to water, but unfortunately it drowned because it was retarded. I know I find your stupidity too entertaining. That's on me. I'll call you. Me sitting down and having a civil conversation with a statist about which of my rights they think it's okay to violate. Stealing. Vilifying Amber Heard shows we learned nothing from Gamergate. We know you didn't learn anything from Gamergate. Do not pretend, Kotaku. Well, that's great. I dropped my Pepsi. Do not pretend that you know anything about Gamergate. Yeah, you're involved, but it was just sort of... I'm trying to think of like a metaphor. I was going to say Forrest Gump in like war, but he was a soldier. But you know, imagine someone like in the middle of a battlefield, like the east and the west shooting each other, and this man just walks in the middle of the battlefield and go, "What's all this, then?" That's Kotaku. 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 I don't know. But yeah, right. You're just making stuff up to try and show your support for Amber Heard. Because you would have been immediately shut down if you just said that you support Amber Heard. Because, I mean, right. Amber Heard is a total psycho. She's completely abusive. This has all been proven. This is all fact. Right? I did question if the hate towards Amber was justified, because it did seem a bit like cancel culture, but then I realised, oh wait, dummy. The difference between her and someone like, I'm gonna say James Gunn, is that James got vilified for a tweet. Amber's getting vilified for being an abuser. So the hate for being an abuser is justified. The hate for a tweet that came out like 9 years. Well, 9 years ago at the time, it's about a 13-year-old tweet now. That isn't justified. Become ungovernable in China. In China, dude finds off an excavator sent to demolish his building with fireworks. Unfathomably based. He won too. I'm gonna look at this. Marcus said it, unfathomably based. I do have one question though. Why were they going to destroy his building? Because no one is China. It's going to be because he said something bad about the CCP. The court just ruled that taxpayers must fund religious education. We are hurtling towards theocracy. No, we are not. I went to a Catholic primary school for 7 years. And right, we do also have an integrated primary school here, but my village is not a theocracy and is nothing near a theocracy. If we had the ability to become a theocracy exclusively in this village, we would not take it. Just because religion exists, right, doesn't mean that it's extreme. They're so close to getting it. Tickets still available, but it's in London because all his bloody events seem to be in London now. Death penalty is a barbaric institution which violates the rights of prisoners and easily constitutes cruel and unusual punishment. That is all. Correct, but hats off for chatting it out and choosing the manly way to go.